All right, we are live. See if anyone comes in here. It is Saturday, so it's the weekend. And I'm trying to get this phone to turn on. That way I can see everyone's messages. But yeah, I'm just chilling in my garage right now. I got 2 students. They're doing good, so if this phone loads up. But yeah, I got 2 students. I'm in Springfield still, so you know, we're just doing our thing, getting ready for our test, making sure that everyone gets all the experience they need, get ready for test day. Whoop whoop, what's up, Jacob? Jacob's out there running loads, I guess. Oh man, this phone. But yeah, Jacob, you doing all right out there? I went to a shipper the other day, man. They had me put on a mask and everything. It was pretty crazy. Oh, 974 miles. 974 miles, and it's Saturday, so you got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You got 4 days to put in probably another 1,000 miles. Well, wow, you probably want 1,500 more miles. Or maybe you're getting good revenue at that many miles. Because you know, you're running off of revenue. I'm thinking mileage since I'm company. Where is my live? It's pretty bad when you can't find your own live over here. But I ran into a lot of people from YouTube this week. So I mean, like, it was pretty cool. Like David H, he was pretty cool. Like, that was the first time I ever met him and his wife. I was trying to meet up with No Hippie Trucking, but I guess things didn't work out. I don't even know if he's over the road already. No Hippie Trucking, but I guess things didn't. Empty. Oh, you're driving 974 miles empty, Jacob. Oh, Russellville, Arkansas. So you're going over for a Tyson load. Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, I bet you're going for a Tyson load. Are there a lot of shippers out there shut down, Jacob? Have you been noticing? Well, I guess so. If they're sending you from North Carolina, there's a Tyson over there in North Carolina. There's a lot of stuff you can pick up from. So I'm guessing a lot of stuff is shut down over there. Just guessing. Basketball goal. You think you can ball, man? Meet me on the court. I got my goal right here. Jerry Garcia, hi. How are you? I'll be there on the 11th. Jerry Garcia is going to be one of my next students, so he's going to be out here on the 11th, so I'll be working with Jerry. I've sent him some of the pre-trips so he can start studying it already. Wow, North Carolina's not good right now. You know, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about how bad it is right now with freight and everything. So, you know, hey, just stick it in there, guys. Y'all are making the America turn right now, man. Y'all are delivering supplies and everything. So just keep going. You know, I'm sure it's going to be up and down in certain areas freight wise. So, you know, it's going to be hit and miss weeks right now. Because I see some people saying that they're doing great out there. I talked to some people that are doing great out there. I talked to some people that weren't doing so hot out there. So, you know, it is what it is right now. But, you know, we got jobs and we're still working. So there's a lot more people out right now too. I've noticed, like, a whole bunch more people are out. It doesn't seem like we're locked down as much. Like, I went to Kansas City beginning of the week last week. Monday, Tuesday, we went to Kansas City. There wasn't no traffic really. And then Thursday, Friday, oh man, there was a lot of traffic out there. What's going on, handsome? Yeah, it's been a long time. I kind of slowed down on doing the lives, and I have no idea what that is. A whole glider, I don't know what that is. Let's see here, it takes my phone a while to get these messages. The restaurants are opening back up on the 1st. Jerry Garcia's, how is your GoPro? My GoPro's doing good. I'm having an overheat issue with it. Like, it is overheating, and I don't know why it's overheating, but it is overheating, and that's an issue that I'm having with it. I looked at the forums and stuff, and they said it could be caused by a unsupported SD card. So now I ordered another SD card because I'm trying that out first. So yeah, I like the GoPro. I'm trying to do different videos. I need to get more mounts for it. I just barely got the GoPro. So those videos that I did the other day, I just threw my GoPro on the dash on the mount it came with. I just threw it up there and hit record. Yeah, my truck windows were dirty, but you know, it was just to test out my GoPro, see what it was like. So I drove around with the GoPro on, and I got some pretty good footage. So, like, I'm trying things out with the GoPro. You know, it's pretty cool, so I like it. You need to drain the batteries. Yeah, I read on the forums that people were talking about draining the batteries too. So, like, I know what you're talking about, but, you know, I've killed the batteries and put them back in, and it's still overheating. So I put a couple videos. I put 2 videos on my Facebook that I did of my kids that came out pretty cool, and they didn't overheat with those 2 videos, but you know, we'll see what happens. You know, we're gonna see what happens. I'm hoping that it stops overheating, you know, because I've heard that there was issues like that too. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm hoping to get some more footage out of that GoPro, because I thought that the video looked amazing, and I would like to mount it in different spots on my truck while I'm driving. Like, I'm not gonna mount it while I'm driving. I mean, mount it on my truck, leave it alone, and just drive and let it record, and then I can take out whatever pieces I want of the video and slice it all up, put it back together, and maybe make some killer footage for people. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm really waiting on that SD card to get back, because I don't want to mount it somewhere and let it get real hot and maybe damage it. You know, so I'm waiting to get the SD card, see how that works out. Hansel says, I got a question about pay settlement. Perhaps you can answer. What's the wellness threshold? I don't know the threshold for the wellness, but I know if you don't use the wellness, it'll turn into extra pay on you'll get a wellness bonus on your check. So you don't want to use the wellness bonus because you want to get all your sick time added up, and once it hits the cap, you start getting paid a bonus for not using it. And it's like an extra $5 or $6 on your check, but that's an extra $5 or $6 every week on your check. So I like to leave mine alone. I made a mistake one time. I was sick, so I decided to cash out my sick time, and I cashed out my sick time, and they gave me a pretty good check for it, but I lost my wellness bonus, and I was like, hey, where'd the wellness bonus go? So I got with my fleet manager and everything, and they explained it to me that it's better off just to leave it there and gain the extra money off of it every week. But I was real bad sick, and like I took like 2 or 3 days off, and it kind of messed up my week that I had going on. So I kind of regretted doing it. But yeah, the wellness bonus is the wellness is good to like get that wellness bonus so you can get the extra pay. Yeah, and my GoPro is the 8. It is the 8. And it's the GoPro 8, so it's the newest one, so I don't think it should have a overheating issue, but it does. I need like 3 or 4 more of them. That way I can have every angle of my truck I can. That way I can make some killer videos. But yeah, I want to redo my pre-trip. I kind of want to do an introduction to my pre-trip, like start out with just the introduction. Hey, this is the pre-trip that we need to learn for our CDL, and we need to do it. It's best if we try to learn it in these steps, and then I'll put out, like, each video will link you to the next one, so you would be able to study it in that order, and it'll make it easier for people. So, that's another reason I bought it. But I'm gonna get the clip so I can clip it to my hat, so I'm not carrying it around. Or I was thinking about just clipping it to my air gauge. That way, whenever I point at stuff, I'm moving the camera too. So I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm still learning how to use the GoPro, so so we'll see what happens. But I did like that little video that I did of it just setting on my dash. It was a perfect time to practice like emergency pullovers and stuff like that. Emergency pullover. Then I could just turn it off, put it in the other section while we're pulled over, put it on a different resolution and everything, throw it back on the dash. All right, whenever it's safe, continue on. So I mean, like, hey, I got to learn how the different functions work. Like, I didn't know what time lapse was, because on my phone it's called hyperlapse, and that's whenever it records it, but it speeds it up. So on my phone it's hyperlapse. That's what I use a lot to walk inside the truck stops and stuff to get that video on the way in. The battery life right now is not good. I say the battery only lasts for about an hour. After an hour, it's dead. So right now, I don't really like the battery life on it too much, but I got 2 batteries for it. And I noticed that you can plug it in. You can plug it in and record while it's plugged in, so you don't even have to use the battery. So I was thinking about doing that. Whenever it's like I mount it to my dash, I can just run my power cable straight to it and not even use a battery. Oh yeah, the light behind me. Yeah, I took that, like, I keep moving it around. I got it off of Amazon, but it changes colors. It's too far away, or I'll get it. Or you know what, I'll get a, change the colors. It has different molds too. But yeah, it has different colors. I had it on the purple ones. I like those purple ones. They look cool, I thought. But yeah, David H's wife, he was out there working hard with her. And I'll tell you what, David H, he put out a lot of time out there on the pad with her. Like, they were out there all day long, every day. And he got her CDL. So, you know, they're off to team driving. It was really cool meeting them. They were awesome people. Like, I thought he was taller than he is. Whenever I met him, I was all like, wow, he's kind of short. I thought he was a lot taller. He looks taller on camera. Do you get your prime ring after a year? You get the prime ring after 2 years on-time delivery. That's when you get it. It's all crooked. There we go. Yeah, you get it after 2 years on-time delivery. And then every year after that you have on-time delivery and you don't have a service failure, they add a diamond to it. So you can get more diamonds to it. Once you fill up the ring with diamonds, they give you a necklace with this same top to this ring, a necklace, and they put more diamonds on that. And then they add another one to it and put more diamonds on top of that. So I've seen some people with the necklaces that have diamonds on them. I was all like, wow, that's crazy. But hey, I never had a job give me something like this, so like, I'm gonna wear it. You know, I earned it, so I'm gonna wear it. That's the way I look at it. I'm not like, I got jackets in my closet. I have a whole bunch of jackets they gave me. I have a patch at the company store right now. I got a message saying that I need to go pick up a patch. So like, you get patches, I got a PTC, what is it? Prime Time Certified. PTC stickers on my truck that I got also for having 2 years on-time delivery I put on the truck. So, you know, Prime's good about rewarding you for your success. You know, I don't know that many companies that do that. When I was at the state, they didn't reward you for nothing. They were just like, once you got 5 years, they give you a 5-year certificate saying that you completed 5 years with them. After that, they gave you another 5-year one, or I mean the 10-year one that said that you did 10 years. Then for 15, they give you a plaque. And then for 20, they give you another plaque. I mean, you know, I didn't get no ring or nothing like that from the state. But yeah, I like it. Prime's a good company. I love Prime. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it's a great company. They treat me well. I can't say nothing bad about them. There are some things that we could improve. There's a lot of things that could be improved in my opinion, but I mean, the system's working out right now. It would be nice if they made a couple changes here and there to make it better. That's why we have the DAB board. The DAB is over there doing their things, trying to make it better. So they're doing their job. But yeah, everything's going good. I hear a lot of people, I've been getting emails about DMV being closed and stuff like that. That's why I kind of did that DMV video. Also that day I wanted to play with my GoPro, so I just threw it on a mode and hit record and recorded that video real quick about the DMVs You know, all I can tell people is about the DMVs being closed is, hey man, you're just gonna have to wait it out. You're gonna have to wait it out, and whenever they open back up, then you're good, man. Go to the DMV then, get your permit. Handsome says, I like Prime 2, keeping me busy through this crazy time. That's right, Handsome. They're keeping us busy. You know, it just depends which area you go to with places closed down and stuff like that. I mean, they're doing the best they can. And Jacob's having a deadhead 900 miles. At least they're keeping him moving. They're having him deadhead over there. He's going to get paid for deadheading over there, and then he's going to get a load. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna get my student that I've had the longest out there on the pad. Today we did a lot of in-cab. I let them both do in-cab. But tomorrow I'm going to get him out there and teach him the rest of his backing, which he's so good at backing. I wish that I could do videos of him backing on the pad, because he is great about it. Like, he understands how to move the trailer, the truck, everything. He's out there doing awesome. But I got to teach him how to do the only thing I haven't taught him out there is how to do the 90-degree alley dock. So I'm going to get with him and show him how to do the 90-degree alley dock tomorrow. And I'm going to take my other student out for a drive and have him out there at the pad watching him backing. And if I feel like it, I'm going to throw him at the second guy. His name's Daniel, just like mine. I'm going to throw Daniel in there, and I'm going to let him do some backing tomorrow. It'll be his first time backing. So, you know, I'm doing work out here. Both of my guys seem like they're getting the pre-trip down pretty good. So that's a good sign. Handsome said, they had me deadhead from Gainesville, Georgia to Bradenton, Florida the other day, but it don't matter to me being company. Yeah, that's right, Handsome. You know, if you're company, anytime the wheels are turning, you're making money, so the deadhead doesn't matter to you. Like, yeah, you probably rather have the deadhead, because guess what? You're getting a fuel bonus for that. And a fuel bonus is helping you out right there too, because you're not only are you deadheading, but you're also going to get that fuel bonus for having that good fuel mileage on that next load. So that's the best thing about deadheading when you're company. I used to not care about that fuel bonus, but here lately I've been seeing like an extra 40, 50 bucks on my check from the fuel bonus they're giving us. So I'm all like, man, that fuel bonus is worth it. I'm going to start working on my fuel mileage a lot better. Because, you know, hey, if the fuel bonus is an extra 30, 40, 50 bucks, that's 50 bucks more on my check, you know. Because I'm doing the load no matter what, so I might as well. I met up, Jesus Takes the Wheel. He was in town the other day. We went and ate at Amigos. I forgot the name of it. It's Amigo something. But we went and got some burritos over there, and we tore them up. We had to eat in my car, but hey, we went and got some burritos. It was good seeing him. He's getting ready to upgrade to his truck, and I'm telling him, I'm all like, dude, start making videos. But yeah, he's about to go on some home time, and then he's going to upgrade to his truck. Gifty, if y'all remember Gifty from my earlier videos, Gifty's about to upgrade too. Tony Tony will be upgrading pretty soon too. I think 2 more weeks and he'll have his 50,000 miles. So people are getting through the 50,000 miles finally. You know, there for a minute when the 50,000 miles first came out, oh my gosh, like it felt like nobody was making it through the 50,000 miles. I don't know why, but that's what it felt like. Yeah, they got their miles in, so like it's good. They're upgrading now. 50,000 miles is a lot of miles. You know, just remember, if you have to do the 50,000 miles. Everybody has to do the 50,000 miles. You're not the only person out there suffering through it. Even when we had the 30,000 miles, people were having to do 50,000 miles because they might have got critical events and stuff like that, maybe tickets. It adds on to your mileage. I mean, you know, you can't, if you get a critical event and you keep getting them, then they're going to look into that because obviously you're doing something unsafe. So they're going to add extra miles. If you get a ticket, they're definitely going to add extra miles because you definitely did something you shouldn't have done. It's all about making a safer driver is the bottom line, is what they're looking at, is to make a safer driver. I've heard that it's also because there's a shortage of trucks. I don't know how true that is. I would like to not think that we're doing 50,000 miles just because there's a shortage of trucks. I think that's a rumor going around, but are they still taking temps at inbound? Yes, they are. If you come into inbound, they're going to take your temperature. I get my temperature taken probably 5 times a week. At least 5 times a week. Because I'm local. Like I'm doing 2 students right now, so I'm kind of local, but I still go and do some loads. I still go and move trailers or something. Like I try to keep myself busy and I try to get my students more experience. Like the minimum for a PSD student, the minimum is 10 hours of drive time. You have to have 10 hours of drive time before you can test out a student. I'm doing like 20, 30, 40 hours of drive time with my students. I mean, like I'm trying to get them most experience I can. Because the more experienced they are, the better the easier the test is gonna be, the safer of a driver I can put out. Like my student Austin right now, he's seen a lot of stuff because he has so much drive time, and I've taken him on some hard routes. I took him on some hard turns, and he got to see like some real world experience. So he's probably great. I know he's probably grateful that we've been actually going and driving a lot. So, you know, the students, the guys that want it real bad, they ain't gonna complain about doing miles and doing driving like that. So he's happy with it. Sang wants to know if the Missouri DMV is open yet. I don't know. Let's Google it. Missouri DMV. Let's see here. Let's see the Springfield one. I'm going to look it up. It doesn't say that it's closed. It says that it's closed on Sundays, but I don't see nothing about closed because of the virus or anything. So I think that it's open. Yeah, that's the only way I know if the DMV is open, is I'll Google it. Handsome says, can we only get trip sheets at the terminal? Yeah, if you need trip sheets, then it's going to be at the terminal at inbound or outbound. So yeah, if you need trip sheets, you need to go into the terminal. I always get a stack of them. I get a stack of them because we go through a lot of them. So get you a stack of trip sheets. I get me some seals over there. I get comm checks over there, comm data checks. You know, a lot of that stuff I get right there. Jerry Garcia says, is there a difference between your pre-trip sheet and Prime's? Yeah, it's different. The one I'm using, a guy named Justin, he made it. and he made it color coded, and he's over about 7 years worth of him having different students. He's designed it where every student that had a problem with a certain part of it, he made it so that each student could understand it, is what he did. So like, you take the very first thing off of that preacher that I sent you, and it says puddles under the truck. There was somebody out there that could not understand leaks. I'm looking under the truck for leaks, or there's no leaks under the truck. So guess what? He changed it to puddles. It means the same thing. It makes it easier. And the color code is awesome. Like, I love the color code. I was gonna do my own in color code and everything, kind of like his, but he already did it, so it was a lot easier just to get his copy. And I was like, man, I love it. Yeah, comm checks for the lumpers. Yeah, definitely go in there and get you some comm checks. You can also get the comm checks at the truck stops. You can go to the fuel desk and ask them for some comm checks. They'll give them to you. Or they'll give you at least one. What's going on, Carlo? Carlo says, good evening. But yeah, you can go get comm checks over there at the truck stops also. They have them. Yeah, all your paperwork and stuff's gonna be over there at Outbound. What else is if you need washer fluid or spare fuses, light bulb, headlights, bulbs, marker light bulbs, blinker bulbs, whatever. All your bulbs and your spare fuses and all of that stuff you can find at the shop over there. You just go to the service department and ask them for that stuff. They'll give it to you. Since your company, it's free. You need extra fuel. I carry not extra fuel. What am I saying? I carry extra antifreeze and oil, and what else? Oh, I carry anti-gel. We're kind of out of winter right now. You really don't need the anti-gel. And I always have a bottle of the Diesel 911 and an extra set of wipers. So it's some good things to have because they wear out. What is a comm check? A comm check is it's a check that you can use your comm data card. You can get money put on your comm data card to pay for the lumpers. Well, it's easier to take the money and put it straight onto a comm data check. It has a number in the top. You need the number of the check to put the money on the check, and you can write a check out to pay the lumpers. It's a lot easier than, I guess, swiping the card or paying with cash. Especially if you don't have the cash, you can just have them take it from your. They can add, your dispatcher can add the money to your comm data card, and you can transfer it straight to a check to pay them. So that's what the comm data check is. Man, I did a live pretty early today. Lumpers are the devil. Hey, if it wasn't for lumpers, Jeremy, if it wasn't for lumpers, then guess what? You would be unloading that truck. That's what I don't understand about everyone complaining about lumpers. I don't pay the lumper, Prime pays them. So whenever it comes to lumper, I don't care how much they charge. I look at it and I'm all like, wow, that's steep price right there. But hey, I'm not paying it. Prime's paying it, and what they're doing is they're doing a service for that business to unload the trucks. Like, they don't work for that warehouse getting the goods. And this is what I talked to Trucker Mush about on, I messaged his channel. He was complaining about it too. But the lumpers work for their own business, and they're paid by they're paid by us, the truck driver, to take the stuff off our trucks so we don't have to. So it helps us out. Like, I don't want to unload the truck, so I'm not going to complain about the lumpers. They do get on my nerves, and I'd rather have a prepaid lumper, like a load that's the lumper's already paid. You know, it would be a lot better. Yeah, it might be quicker if we unloaded the trucks. Yeah, I bet it would. Jeremy says, it was $400 last night. Yeah, they get outrageous. And what that probably was is they probably had to restack the stuff to fit it on the shelves. That's another thing. Could you imagine, not only are you unloading the truck, but then you would have to restack it to fit on their shelves? Like, that's a lot of work. I don't want to break down a pallet and restack it on another pallet so it'll fit on their shelves. You know, that's another thing I wouldn't want to do. My son digs your ICP hat. Yeah, every time I find this hat, I order 2 of them. Because I know that I ain't gonna see them for a while. So every time they come out with this hat, I buy like 2 of them. That way whenever one fades and gets messed up, I'll have the other one. To unload their own product. It's the receiver's product, but the lumpers don't work for the receivers. That's what you're not getting. That's what people are not getting. Lumpers don't work for the receivers. They provide a service between the truck driver and the shipper. I've unloaded my own trailer 6 hours. Wow, it took you 6 hours to unload your trailer? Hey, some of those lumpers do it faster than 6 hours. And guess what? We can't use no forklifts and stuff like that if you're unloading your own truck. So it's going to be pallet jack. Take it all off. Could you imagine if we had to buy our own pallet jacks to unload our own stuff? I wouldn't want that either. There's the definition of detention. Yeah, hey. Sometimes I make money off of waiting on the lumpers. Guess what? I'm going to get paid detention because they took so long. How you know ICP? How do I know ICP? I've been listening to them for a long time. I've been to a lot of concerts too. And I think I subscribe to everything they have. Like every channel they have, I subscribe to. I'm on all of their forums, all that good stuff. What's going on, Keith? You finally out on the road, man? What's going on? What's up, Keith? Let me know what's happening, brother. Because I was thinking about calling you today, but I was going to call you on the way home, but I got a phone call from my friend in Pittston, so I had to take that call. I'm going to jump in my car real quick, get some vape juice. All right, I got my vape juice. Strawberry kiwi. Bottle looks horrible in that light. Let's see, they canceled the gathering this year. Yeah, I heard that. I wasn't going to go to the gathering this year. I didn't want to go all the way to Ohio. Yeah, I mean, it sucks that they canceled it. Like, I'm not too happy about it. I seen the ICP video they did, how you pull that off. Oh, that was a cameo. That was a cameo thing. But it was pretty cool. And so I always heard it because the company don't have you deal with the insurance issue if they hire outside lumpers to do the unloading. And Handsome, I heard that too, that's the big reason that Prime pushes the lumpers. Like, Prime really wants the lumpers to do it because there is a liability if we get hurt or something like that. We're going to be way out somewhere where we're, you know, at some shipper or something, you get hurt out there, somebody has to come move your truck if you can't move it. You know, there's probably a lot of liabilities there. AO just got his permit. Congratulations. Now you need to do your physical. You're right. No green lights. Guess you don't like the green lights. I've done a video with the green lights. Right? Keith, that I was so paranoid I was going to do that. I brought that hand sanitizer they gave me. I brought it home and gave it to my wife. It's in there on the counter because they gave me a sanitizer bottle that's exactly the same as a vape bottle. So yeah, I was paranoid I was going to do that. What is a juggalo? Yeah, that's a good song. Kiersey, hi. The first time I'm in Pittston in months and you're not here. yeah, my bad. I'm in Springfield. Yeah, I saw that, Kiersey. I didn't have my phone. Like, my phone was on the charger, but I did text you back. Keith says he knows a good trainer. What's going on, Jerry? Jerry's in the house. He said, whoop, 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 Jerry. Do you know a good TNT trainer? Most of my TNT trainers have somebody on their truck, except for one of them. He's a smoker, and he kind of quit training. Like, he doesn't want to do it. But I try to talk him into doing it every once in a while. Like, I've talked him into doing PSD for me before, and he had a great time with the guy I matched to him. But I don't know, I'll have to call around. Because I know some awesome TNT trainers. The thing is that if they have somebody on their truck or not, that's the thing. They usually hit me up. Like, when they're getting back, they're all like, hey, you got a student for me? I'm all like, yeah, sure. You know, and I'll put one on there. Jerry said he just hit 30,000 miles today, grinding away. Jerry, I figured you were at 40,000 by now. You've been on TNT a while. How you like teaming, Kiersey? Oh, that's a question for Kiersey. Woohoo, Jerry's almost there. I think that she's having a good time teaming. She doesn't we would probably know if she wasn't having a good time, because she would have probably made a video like, I can't sleep, it's hard to sleep, you know. She probably doesn't like not having that 10-hour break. It's nice when the truck doesn't move for 10 hours and you get to take an actual break somewhere for 10 hours. Hocus Pocus, Joker Rise, come take a spin on the carnival ride. So that's all ICP songs for if y'all don't know. Insane Clown Posse. Captain Banana says, awesome, Jerry. Captain Bananas probably has like 30,000 miles too. If I was guessing, he's probably up there. Yeah, and Jerry does know how. Jerry's been driving trucks for FedEx and moving stuff for FedEx, so I'm pretty sure he can back. Keith, you need to keep calling the fleet manager. I will text you the TNT guys' phone number too. Like, if you don't hear about getting a trainer pretty soon, Keith, hit me up and I'll send you the number to the TNT guy so you can call him. Since February 28th. I called, left a message on the fleet manager's phone yesterday after I got my license switched. Hey, what's up, Jesus? I was telling them we went and ate some burritos the other day. Jerry says, I took home time, so I should be done at the end of May. All right. Hey, you're almost there, Jerry. Yeah, me and Jesus, we ate I took him to one of my favorite spots over here in Springfield. So, you know, it's a burrito place. It's the closest thing to the Tex-Mex food I can find. Keith, did you get paid this week? I'll text you or something, Keith. Yeah, that's they're playing basketball outside the garage. You can hear them through the door. I didn't know if y'all could hear them or not. I'm pretty sure y'all heard the basketball hit my garage door. Just started home time. Hey, enjoy it, Jesus. Jesus hasn't went home one time till now since he's got off of my truck. Like, he's been grinding out his miles. Like, he ain't playing around. Jesus is running hard. And that's right, Jerry. Keep your eye on the prize. Oh, well, hey, thanks, Kiersey, for sending Jerry to me, to my channel. Yeah, right. It's not my kids, it's the neighbor's kids. They're playing basketball. Twisted, are you the great Malenko? That was a good concert right there, to tell you. The Great Malenko concert, that was a real good concert. They did the 20th year of Great Malenko. It was awesome. Awesome concert. Go dunk on them? You want me to dunk on the kids? That's probably the only goal I can dunk on because it's about that height. That one, that goal over there, and this one right here. I can dunk on that one. No, my stream didn't freeze up. All right, good night, Jerry. Jerry's going to bed. Good night, Jerry. Thanks for stopping in, man. Captain Banana said nope. Hey, Captain Banana, you need to come to Springfield sometime, man. We need to go eat at that place. Captain, I know where Dunkin' is in Springfield too. We can take my car and at least go get some Dunkin'. I know you like Dunkin' Donuts as much as me. Yes, I play Call of Duty on the Xbox. That right there is my gamer tag on that's my gamer tag on the Xbox if you want to add me. But yeah, I haven't been on there in a while. Like, I haven't. I've been trying to beat God of War, the new God of War on the PS4. I've been trying to beat that the last few days. So, you know, I've been playing it. I got to the part where you get your, I don't know what they're called. The chains wrapped around your arms, and it has a big knife that has the fire, and you can throw it out and hit people. I'm at that part, so hey, don't spoil it for me. I don't want no spoilers, but that's where I'm at on God of War. I'm trying to beat it. I'll play some COD though. Yeah, that's my gamer tag. My gamer tag used to be Twizted Big D, but it got banned for the phrase Big D. They said it was inappropriate. I'm all like, my name's Daniel. I've been going by Big D for a long time. But yeah, they banned my name on Xbox. I started out with Juggalo Big D, and you know, I was playing Halo, and you know, we were slaughtering kids on Halo, and they banned me because for unsportsmanlike conduct, and I had to change my name, and I changed it to Unholy Jester for a while, and then I joined, that was whenever I was in the Unholy clan, and then my buddies talked me into starting my own clan, and we came up with the Twizted, and we were using TWSD, and they said that they didn't like the TWSD, so I changed it to Z because I thought it looked cooler, so we changed the Z and the S to Z and Twizted, and that's how that name came up. Then that got banned, so I'm Twizted Bad Rep, since I always get a bad rep on there. Do I know if students can fly to get there or just by car? As last I heard, you cannot fly, you cannot take a bus. You have to come in a rental car or your own car. And that's a long drive from the bottom of Texas all the way up to Springfield, Missouri. I feel you, Jerry. But hey, right now gas prices are down. Yeah, right, Captain Banana? Unsportsmanlike conduct. Oh, you got booted? Well, you're back. $10-hour drive. I don't know if I would want to drive 10 hours straight. I'd probably drive out like, well, you know, in a truck it's different. I'll drive 10 hours straight. I'll drive 11 hours straight, whatever. I don't have a problem with it, but for some reason in a car, oh my gosh, like you get out and you just feel beat up. In the truck, you just drive and drive and drive. You get out, you're fine. But yeah, 10 hours in a car, that's pretty rough. Key says they'll reimburse you gas and rental car price. So that's good. That's real good. Captain Banana says, piece of cake. Cartlow says, you ever make it to Oregon again? It would be great to meet you. Yeah, if I ever get up to Oregon, I try not to go up to Oregon. Oregon is beautiful, but like wintertime in Oregon, man, that I think if the state starts with a O, it's the worst winter I ever seen. Because the worst time I have in wintertime is in Oregon or Ohio. It's always snow, like big time snow, like blizzard. Yeah, Keith says right now it's the best time to come. Plus, you get your own room with no roommate. Yeah, right now they're not having anyone in a room with anyone else. So that's another good thing about coming right now. And also right now, hey, like my student's here right now. He got a stimulus check while he's here. So he's doing great. Like I wish I would have got a stimulus check while I was here. If you're thinking about coming, trust me, pull the trigger and come on. Nothing good happens waiting, believe me. Yeah, Keith, don't you wish you came out here a long time ago? Hey, Keith, maybe it happens for a reason. Think about it. Like I was a long time ago, I wasn't doing these YouTube, so nobody knew about me. So maybe you would have ended up with a different trainer, Keith. You know, they say God works in mysterious ways. Maybe that's what happened. There was a reason you were put into my life. Captain Banana says, I'm in Bloomsburg, New Jersey. Pick up Newark, going to Maryland tomorrow. That's a short load. Carlos says, I agree with you on that, and the state forgets how to clear the roads. And last time I was in Oregon and it was snowing, they were clearing the roads, and I thought I was driving next to a mountain, but it was a piled up snow from them clearing the roads. It was crazy. For sure. Is space to park? Do you mean at the terminal? You mean long-term parking? If you're talking about long-term parking, I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to tell you all that long-term parking's empty or it's not filled up. And it is filled up. Long-term parking is filled up. Ask Keith. They told Keith that their long-term parking was empty, and no, it wasn't. Oh, you didn't get paid? That's no good. Yeah, I kind of figured you weren't going to get paid because, you know, you had to wait for your permit, so they put you on home time. You should have got, I don't know. I'll talk to you. Whenever I finish this live, I'm going to call you and we'll talk. Handsome says, plenty of parking at the hotel. Yes, there's plenty of parking at the hotel. So you're going to be fine about parking the car at the hotel if you get a rental, you're going to turn it in anyways. But yeah, you'll have the spot to park it at the hotel. How much do you make a week? How much do I make a week? Or how much does a company driver make a week? Or how much does a lease driver make a week? Or how much do you make a week in PSD or TNT? Like, you're gonna have to elaborate a little bit on that. Key says, if you drive a beater, you don't care about getting dented or scratched. A company driver. Okay, a company driver, they're gonna bring home anywhere between 800 to maybe 1,200 a week as a company driver. That's average. So don't quote me on, like, don't come to me and be like, hey, I only made $600 this week. I'm gonna be like, maybe we need to look into it. Like, Did you take some days off? Did you just have a bad week? Like, there's gonna be weeks that are bad and you're gonna make 600 that week. There's gonna be some weeks that are good and you're gonna make 1,400. I was at the way I managed my clocks and everything. I was making about 1,000 to 1,200 every single week because I was managing my clock. Freight was good. I was just rolling. Never took a reset. Never got stuck nowhere. It was lucky. When I did get stuck at a Walmart, though, it was I needed a 10-hour break anyway, so. Handsome said, could be more, though. Key says, Daniel is rolling, believe me. He got me ready to move to Springfield, to him to tell everyone, but I believe he's getting paid. Hey, you know, I train, so like I make more than an average company driver. I'm a company driver, but I also do training, so I make more than a company driver. That's one of the reasons I do what I do. And I do believe in putting out the best quality student I can. I want to put out safe drivers. So, you know, I was reading a Facebook post the other day. Somebody asked, hey, what's more profitable, doing PSD or TNT? And there was a lot of people slaughtering that person, like, oh man, you're just doing it for the money and blah, 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 blah. You know, I don't look at it like, this one guy commented on there and he had the best comment. It was all like, I don't know why y'all are all trying to say that this guy's doing this for the wrong reasons. If he's asking about the money and all this. He goes, you can put out great students and make the most money you can. He said, if you want to make the most revenue you can, then it's all right to ask, hey, which one pays more? Because you have options of what you're going to do. There's nothing wrong with that. You're still going to put out a good quality student. You know, and I agree with him. I didn't like that the people were kind of talking a lot of trash about this person's question on Facebook. Because, you know, I looked at it too. I looked at TNT, I looked at PSD, I've done both, and I decided that, you know, I'm going to do PSDs only because to me, it was more profitable, and I don't like sleeping in a moving truck, really. I can't, like, I can sleep in a moving truck, but do I prefer it or do I prefer my 10-hour break? I'm going to prefer my 10-hour break. With the truck not moving, I'm going to prefer sleeping without the truck moving. So, you know, that's kind of why I do what I do. And also, I can meet a lot more people. I can meet a lot more people doing PSD only. I can better and improve a lot more people doing PSD, especially the guys that keep in touch with me. Guys that keep in touch with me, if they have a question, I can tell them what I would do. Like, I help people out all the time. My phone rings all the time. Sometimes I answer it because it's important. It's a student calling. Sometimes I just let it go to voicemail. You know, and then also on top of that, I get a lot of text every day from people needing help, and I help them. So, you know, I'm trying to make people better at this. Captain Banana says, Prime has a guaranteed minimum rate once you upgrade. Yeah, there's a minimum rate for like your first 2 weeks that you come out solo. But you're going to make more than that, so I mean, it doesn't really hurt. I think that when you first get your truck and you start out solo, there's still like the $700 guarantee. But those first 2 weeks, you're going to make more than that, so. Let's see. Key says, plus he does hustle. Not lazy, that's the key. If you're willing to hustle, you'll get paid very well with Prime. Just gotta survive the 50,000 miles. Yeah, and I'm always hustling. Like, I'm always trying to get something to go do. Like, every day last week, I ran an empty trailer, a loaded trailer, whatever I could get my hands on, I did last week. So I was always in driver lineup, or the training department would call me and they would say, hey, we need you to go pick up this broken trailer. And I had some fun with some broken trailers. I had the stop bar on the trailer behind the airbags. There's a bar, 2 bars that come down and they hit right on the metal where the airbag is, and it absorbs the shock. That bar popped off of one of the trailers and was grinding away on the street. Some truckers told us to pull over, so we pulled over at the pilot, and oh man, they were all mad. That could have killed somebody, blah blah blah. I didn't know it was dragging under the trailer. Like, it looked like it was gonna stay. I knew that's why we were bringing it back, but it wasn't, like, I couldn't disassemble it. But whenever it broke and it was like laying on the ground, dragging on the ground, it was only held on by an airline. Once we stopped, I got some tools out. I took the airbag off of it, took the airline out of it, pulled it off, put it back together, threw it in the back of the trailer. Everything was fine. Brought it all the way back to Prime. But they're broken trailers. We need to get them back to get them fixed. I don't know who dropped it off like that. They should have got it fixed before they dropped it at one of our shippers. But that's my opinion. Jerry Garcia says, I drive very smooth. You can be in my TNT, right? No, I don't do TNT. Sorry. Sometimes there's certain situations and stuff like that I will come and do a TNT, but for the most part, I'm trying to stay far away from TNT. Cartlo says, you're just genuine. Twizted sounds like you really are passionate about being a trainer. There are some past and future students that have and will benefit from you. Well, thank you. I try. I've helped people out through my YouTube channel. Like, my YouTube channel has people have emailed me and put their phone numbers on my YouTube channel that needed help ASAP. And as soon as I seen it, boom, I was on the phone. Don't even know who I was calling. I was on the phone. Hey, what's going on? Da 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 da. Okay, this is what we need to do. So like I'm using this as like a mentor thing too. So like if somebody needs to reach out, hey, there's my YouTube. Reach out to me. I'll get your email, or sometimes I'll get your email. My email is messed up sometimes, but I'll see your comment or whatever, and I'll try to help you out best I can. Captain Banana says, yard dog probably broke it. Yeah, those yard dogs break everything. Key says, they have 3 of their top trainers there at Springfield. I think they should standardize PSD with them and the others. That way, when TNT gets them, they are at least up to a certain standard. There's more than 3 of the top trainers at Prime in Springfield. There's more than that. That, like, I know Keith, you met 2 of my good friends that like I really trust there and like are real good. But there's more. There's some that weren't there that week. There's some that might have been over the road or whatever. There's a lot of great trainers there. And then there's some bad ones. I'm going to be real. There's some bad PSD trainers. There's some bad trainers out there. That's some of the issues I have a problem with. One of the bad ones this week, they got rid of. They were all like, hey, you can't train no more. And I seen what happened, and I was all like, yeah, y'all are right. That guy don't need to be out here. So at least they do get rid of some of the bad ones. They just have to find the problem first. And a lot of it starts with the student speaking up and saying, hey, look, my trainer did this or this or this. You know, if Prime doesn't know about it, then they don't know about it. That's one of the problems. That's why I'm trying to figure out if we can get a eval done on the TNT instructors. Like, soon as the student upgrades from the TNT truck, they should have an eval that they do on their TNT instructor to see how things were going. That way they would understand, you know, they would have an understanding of what the student went through on TNT. That way they can maybe address some of the problems out there. Because TNT, there's a lot of problems out there. And they eval us as PSD instructors whenever you take your CDL test. After you test out, you come and do paperwork with the desk. One of those forms that they pass out is a eval on your PSD trainer. Keith filled it out. He gave me a bad review, but hey, it's all good. I'm just joking. I don't know what Keith put down, but Keith told me he gave me a bad review. I know he didn't, but yeah, so I think that there should be a review on your TNT instructor as well. Hanson says, I picked up a trailer in New York a few weeks ago with a tire recap completely gone. Someone didn't drop the trailer, didn't do a drop trailer inspection. I was ticketed, had to reschedule the 90 and burn my 14 waiting on repairs. Handsome, did you notice it? You should have never drove it if it was that bad. You should have got them to reload that load onto another trailer if you were at the shipper picking it up. I've had to do that before. I got a busted trailer before. I did a pre-trip on the trailer. It failed it. Trailer wasn't running no more. I got them to load that load onto another trailer, and Prime put down that trailer that it was on was red tagged and somebody would have to come get it fixed. So like, I wouldn't have drove a trailer that had a recap missing from a tire. Like, I wouldn't have drove it anywhere because that thing could have blew up. Captain Banana, they would never believe your evaluation. Everyone would be giving you great praise. Key says, well, I was talking about the rankings for the party. I know there is a lot of great trainers for sure, but some of you are laps and bounds better. They could monitor the student better that way. Yeah. Hansel said, yeah, got it taken care of before I left the 01. Okay, so you shouldn't have got a ticket for it. I didn't move it. Didn't you? You said you didn't move it, but you put up here, I picked up a trailer in New York a few weeks ago with tires. Sorry, I had to hang up on that call real quick. I had to reschedule it. Oh, you were okay. You were ticked off, not ticketed. He says, I would have done any other way. Please tell me that trainers, they got
spider sense is tingling.
You know who? No, it wasn't. It wasn't that one. It wasn't that one, Keith. It was a different one. Yeah, it was a different one. It was another one. It was one I complained about the other day. Like, I didn't complain to, like, I didn't go tell on them. I just was talking about it in one of my videos, what I seen out there. Somebody else complained about it, and they looked into it, and hey, I briefly touched the subject though, like in another live, so. But hey, if y'all are new to the channel, subscribe. You know, give me the thumbs up, put a comment. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here because somebody called me and I'm gonna call them back. And I enjoyed talking to everyone. Y'all have a good night. Be safe out there over the road. And Keith, I'll get with you in just a second.